Place the water filter housing on your refrigerator. First, unplug it, turn the water off, going into the back of your refrigerator. So this piece under here, now you may have to open your water filter door. You just basically take this bottom and pull down. That should release it. Close the door before you break it. That'll get that off. Close that. Next, 5/16. And I do suggest you take the water filter out first. And actually that can be done with the doors closed. Since it's unplugged, you really don't want to lose too much coolant. Okay, that's going to loosen this up, but you probably are not going to be able to get it. You still see? You're probably not going to be able to get to the lines from this side. On the back side, remove the cardboard or whatever cover is on the back, exposing this area. And right here is where the lines will come in, and it's 1/4 inch. What I'm going to do, so it's really hard to reach in here and remove the line from the other side of this water inlet valve. So to make room, 1/4 inch. Move those 2 screws. That'll let this move. I don't know there's any way to really show you this. You'll see some little clips like this. There'll be one on this front. Find it. You're going to want to pull that off if you have fingernails. There we go. Little horseshoe clip. Pull that out. Push in. Pull the, there we go. Okay. So what you'll do is you'll push in on this and then pull out on the hose. That's going to free this hose up. All right, so that should let you pull this out a little bit on the front. You may or may not have to open the door. It'll give you a little more room. We have the same type of connector, only hopefully you can see this time. Pull those out and don't lose them. And you want to remember the thicker one was on top in my case. All right. So now I'm going to try to, and of course you can't see, I'm pushing in on the ring. Seriously, come on now. There, now pull out, and yes, some water is going to come out. I'm going to do the same on the top. This is not technically hard, it is just very awkward. Try it, come on. All right, open the fridge door, the freezer door. That gives you a lot better access. Come on. And this one, there, finally. Wow. There, we got it out. Got the new part Took the tape off of here. The new part actually came with the little clips, which is nice. So what we're gonna do, is it? Is this the big one? It's got to be the big one. Slide that in. Oh, come on. I have the water turned off, by the way, outside. However, as you can see, it's still dripping, and I can't find the other hose. I don't want to flood the whole floor again, like I did the old one. All right, just gonna wipe it off a little. Seriously? Okay. It's in, it's really tight. Now, it's a lot easier to get these on now. Slide that under. Okay, that one went on. This one's just really thick and unwilling to go down there. It went a little bit in the slot, but that'll work. Slide that back in and close the door. Now, let's move to the back. This is why I'm in a hurry. See this? It's pouring out water. The water to the house is off. It is off. So I'm just going to push this in, and I really should have the fridge off. All right, now that will stop it from leaking, and I will have to put that on. Come on. All right. That's on now. Okay, I'll tighten that up, but now I've got to pull this out and clean all underneath it again. But basically from here out, secure everything, put your covers back on, and make sure it ain't leaking. The lines are connected, water's turned back on, filter is in. So did it solve the problem? Yes, it did. Now I gotta run my 4 gallons through the new filter. So now we have the verse of the video having to do with water. John 7, verse 37. In the last day, that great day of the feast, this is referring to the Feast of Tabernacles, or as some would call it today, the Feast of Booths. This is where the Israelites would annually remember God's help as they traveled through the wilderness after the Egyptian bondage, and how he did things like brought water from the rocks to help sustain them. Jesus stood and cried, saying, "If any man thirst, let him come unto me and drink." You want to find Jesus? It's in the Bible. We have the Old Testament, covers the pre-Jesus times, and we have the New Testament that generally starts around Christ's birth. And if you want to know how to find Jesus, read the Bible. Don't listen to what others say. Go to the source. Go to the source and read the Bible yourself. There's free apps. It's free via browser. Pick wherever you want to start. If you've never read the Bible before, I would suggest starting Matthew 1:1, just because that's the New Testament, and it'll give you more specific information on Jesus, but it's all worthwhile to read. So I want to encourage you to do so. Encourage you to read the Bible, and hope that was helpful. If so, please like, subscribe, comment or leave a tip on my coffee page. And God bless. Let me mention that a lot of these have a filter bypass, so if your filter is bad, you can actually pull the filter out and it'll run water through, it just won't be filtered.